we recording as we speak?
And save slots. There we go.
As the crow flies?
Okay, here we go. Spyro the Dragon. Here we are. Are we recording at the moment?
Dragging these nuts across your face.
Are we confirmation on that? Are we live?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, wow.
Capturing the screen, and
Okay, rolling.
let me just double check.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6?
Yep, recording
For
audio.
a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
Gems into warriors?
The proletariat.
Does that mean he's turning them into a separate being, or he's granting life to the gems?
There is. Do you see the Stalin resemblance at all?
Look at him.
The Stalin bit
more
is
like a
going to
Gorbachev.
be really funny for anyone who wasn't in this room like an hour ago.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well, we can fill them in on it. Obviously, Spyro is...
Yeah, no, I think it's funnier personally if we just leave that as a mystery.
I think they'll just get it because it's...
Okay.
I mean, look at the
I feel like it
uncanny
is
resemblance.
pretty obvious.
Well, the question is he Vladimir Lenin? Is he Vladimir Putin?
It's kind of an amalgamation of many Soviet leaders.
I rescued Nestor. I did it. The game's over, guys.
Honestly, why isn't Nestor in charge?
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
Is this why Scalies are a
10
thing?
dragons in the artisan world,
I
then
feel like
find
this
the
character
Barodas.
came in at a
He'll
very
transport you to the next
specific
world.
time in Gen Z's life.
This is foundational
Do you hear
furry
Tom Kenny?
content.
Dragons first.
Huh?
That's
Do you
all
hear
I can
Tom
tell
Kenny?
That's not Spyro.
I
That's just
always
SpongeBob.
hear Tom Kenny in my
Okay.
sleep and in my dreams.
So I can jump, and then I can glide. Okay, and I can lay waste to the earth. I've got it. Hold up. No.
I'm a little too slow on that one.
Let me try. Ball.
Criminals, Wall Street.
That's difficult. Making a full penis in Spyro is harder than I thought.
You have to
You know,
have
funny
speedrun
enough, that
strats.
is one of the secret achievements.
Yeah?
Took me
Yeah.
a while to figure that out with the Steam 100%. Okay, you can... He's got a dodge button? What is this?
It's for when you inevitably burst into flames.
He's got a double dodge. I guess this is going to be really important for when I'm fighting Radigan at the end.
Yeah, there is pretty advanced movement tech in this series, so
This enemy you gotta look out. Oh, you got it.
pretty sharp learning curve. So no
Now, the important thing...
no shame in if it takes you a minute.
Stratford's a Souls player, so he should have a little bit of a leg up, but it'll still be hard.
Well, I see these green guys here, and he looks like he's afraid. So, I don't think I'm going to ask him if he wants mercy. I think I'm just going to hit him with fire.
A fun thing about that
How about
guy, he was Nerevrunbor, the fearmonger, and after Nork rose to power, he was, it's actually pretty self-explanatory. If you look at the architecture around here, you kind of get the gist of his lore.
Very Kremlin.
I'll also say, just as a side note, you do need the gems to progress to certain points later. You don't have to collect absolutely every single one of them.
Be gem
Well, I'm
conscious,
told
though.
they can be turned into soldiers later. So theoretically, if I have 23 gems now, Nork or whoever owns the means of gem will surely be able to give me 23 soldiers later on. Die. Oh, I'm gonna kill this dude.
I think the gems to soldiers motif is an allegory for how the USSR treats its people.
There is
Russia
also a sprint
historically
button.
There's a
as
sprint button.
machines. As we all know, the Slavic root for robot means slave.
Oh, God.
Which is true. That's true.
Yeah.
And I think I think there are clear.
This bit's too real. I've had too many coworkers trying to like bring it up unprompted.
The robots and slaves thing? Or how the USSR...
The Slavic, like, I don't know if it's that's just become a talking point in like circles now of just like, well, you know, like black people have had white slaves in history, and it's like, oh.
Oh, I'm just
cool.
talking about like robots.
Meat. Oh, look, see, that's a platformer right there. You put 4 pillars in front of me, one higher than the other. How do I get up there?
I heard a very cracked conspiracy theory one time from someone who had lost touch with reality on the internet that Abraham Lincoln actually...
Don't touch the water.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Their theory was that Abraham Lincoln wanted to
Water bad.
enslave white people and that he owned white slaves. Like in the White House, he was like a race traitor.
At least the one about Abraham Lincoln being gay is like fun. Oh no.
Yeah, it's not directly harmful to the fabric
Did I
of our
die?
democracy.
Did I die permanently? I don't know how this game works.
You get 4 lives and then the game restarts.
If I remember correctly, if you touch the water 3 times, you sink in the cum.
But like, what happened? How many times can I die?
Have you seen that guy who has My Little Ponies in jars that he fills with cum?
This is not a sentence that you should say to other people in conversation. You can't just be like, hey man, like I know we're filming a thing, but like...
It's topical. It literally was topical.
I do remember that because I was there when it happened.
Balloon to fly to a new world.
You're nasty Gnork 123.
Come back to see me after you've
Come back to
rescued
see
10
me.
dragons.
After I've rescued 10 dragons... No!
Get out of the water. You're
I'm
a dragon.
I'm trying
We
to
just
get
went
out of
over
the
this,
water.
Stratford.
It's tough, you know. There's a lot of water everywhere.
You know, I said no shame if it takes you a while to figure it out. So
I never
I'll
said that,
reserve
though.
my judgment.
And I think you should be ashamed.
I gotta rescue Delvin.
You did.
This
You're
poor
done.
motherfucker's name is Delvin.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Where's Nasty Nor? I'll torch him.
You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
I'm assuming it's trying to
His name
mate.
is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
You know what I mean?
I'm not going to elaborate further. Just keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Don't turn your back to him, though.
I find that brevity is the soul of wit when it comes to dragon personality.
Okay, hear me out. Puns are the peak form of comedy because brevity is the soul of wit.
Okay.
You can deliver a pun in just a couple of words, just a little gut punch that comes out of nowhere. And I think that is why they deserve more respect.
I would agree that perhaps puns represent the soul of comedy. Maybe they're not the best, but they represent the soul.
Guys, it's literally the lowest form of humor. It
is peak humor.
I would say pee-pee poo-poo humor is the lowest form of humor.
Okay, your argument only has merit if you assume that other forms of comedy can't also be brief, like puns can.
Right, but like the very nature of a good pun is the brevity.
Wait. Was
What's
that
up?
just the level? Did I move on to
You can go
progression?
back.
Yeah, that was like a hub world. You use it to access other worlds through the various portals.
Oh,
It's kind of got some Metroidvania elements where you unlock new abilities and suddenly you can do a new thing in the old world.
Yeah, there are certain places you can't access until you go through some of these auxiliary worlds and levels.
It's like the pool world in C.S. Lewis' Magician's Apprentice. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but there'll be somebody out there who's like, dude, I know what you mean.
I agree with you, and I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't
I
matter.
think if that allegory helps
The joke
you
wasn't
learn,
for you. Or the reference, rather.
it's for Reddit commenter Nasty North 9.
So I've noticed that I've been rescuing dragons, yes, but I'm also committing a lot of violence senseless violence against this green race of people that I don't know anything about. It's just gonna be like one of those games like Shadow of the Colossus where I get to the end of it and it's like, oh, you were committing genocide the whole
You
time.
do feel horrible about yourself at the end.
Really? Do they do like an Ender Wiggin, like, oh, what are we gonna do now? You've destroyed, you've laid waste to our people.
Nasty Nork was their Goliath. He united their people and brought them democracy and education. And sure, it was at the expense of the dragons who had subjugated them for generations. So I don't know. Spyro, it seems like a kid's game. It seems like, there's superficial themes.
It's one of those reasons why I really respect Spyro, because a lot of kids games, just make things dumb, pretty colors, sound effects, because kids are dumb. But it really wasn't afraid to understand that if you're willing to just explain something well to a kid, they'll get it.
Talk to them like adults from a young age.
Exactly.
See, right now I can't tell if this is serious or if you're gonna segue into this is about Vladimir Lenin.
You should read some of those tomes in that library.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, it's you have to go through one of the other worlds first to unlock. There's a spell that it's.
I don't know how to read yet.
Well, it's one of
Spyro
those
is a young
things
dragon
in
who's not literate yet.
in D&D where there's different languages and you can cast a spell to comprehend language.
Tongues, maybe.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that where you need the spell to be able to read these other books.
You break out a certain dragon who's
You can't just
he'll teach
teach
you to read.
Spyro how to read. He's got to
an
cast a
infant.
spell.
He's the equivalent of a toddler.
Then why are we putting the fate of the free world in his hands?
I think the vibe they were going
He's all
for
they
is
have.
more like a
Oh, really?
teenager.
I
all
think
the
that's
other
the biggest
dragons
plot
are
hole.
screwed?
Is at the start of the game, it's like all the dragons have been frozen except for Spyro. He's our only hope. But then you progressively free stronger and stronger dragons who just don't step in.
Well, I mean, they're artist dragons and
Spyro's the only one willing to harm.
No specific dragon has made it their vocation to defend from communists. So Spyro's got to be their guy now.
Gotta hit him in the ass.
That man had a family.
Oh, and there's another dragon.
Yeah, I didn't get to finish the thought, but at the very end, you've decimated this people and you learn what you've done right at the point where it's too late to rebuild, to help them.
Well, shit.
You effectively subjugate the Orcish people. Sorry, I won't get too far into it.
Don't spoil the ending for a game from the 90s.
Yeah, man.
If you didn't play this on the PS1, you're
Was
10
it from the
years
90s?
too
I don't know how
it
Tony Hawk's
2000s?
Underground
Early 2000s,
Wasteland
if
on
from the
PS2
2000s.
ends. So if he doesn't get the girl, I'm gonna be upset.
Again, he does vor the dragonfly. That's kind of the closest we get to getting the girl. Which also complex theme for a kid's game. Spyro is a hedonist.
Also,
And
if you
doesn't
haven't
believe in romantic
picked up on
attachment.
it, you see the dragonfly, he turns gold. The dragon, Sparky or whatever, he indicates your health pool. So as you get hit, he changes colors, and that tells you how many hits you have before you lose one of your lives.
Hey,
What
man.
color means you're about to lose a life?
I think
If
it
you
just
never pay
turns red
attention
or
to
something.
the health, you live every moment like it's your last.
When you kill frogs, you get one of your health points back, but it only goes up to gold, so killing the frogs.
I don't know anything about
Useless
that,
slaughter.
but when I kill frogs, I get an erection.
Spyro's apparently 98.
Years old?
Yes.
90, and that's
dragon
and he
years.
is an infant.
Oh, 1998?
Yes.
Dragon years, dragon years.
Dragon years. It's like the opposite of dog years because they live a really long time. So relatively speaking,
And that's why it's so easy to commit like an authoritarian coup against them, because at any moment, it's their moments are just a leisurely breeze compared to ours. What was that?
I think
Was that you?
I think that was the game.
I can take clips from our audio and I can program them to the sound effect buttons.
Oh.
So if you guys make any stupid noises, I am adding them to the audio interface.
Let's throw some ideas out. Let's build James's soundboard.
Well, that's fun
Do
because if
we-
we're playing
Do we want to
single-person
brainstorm
game,
these ideas or just let it happen organically?
I think both, but I think now let's practice. Let's rattle a few off.
Well, do we? No, we don't have to. Was that a question?
Check, please.
I thought we were trying to do.
If you go back to those 4 pillars,
Check, please.
you
That
see
one's
that
going in the
there's a
audio
little
file.
tulip next to that tall one there.
Yeah.
If you burn that, there's a bunch hidden everywhere, and if you burn all of them and all of the worlds, you get one of the bonus achievements.
What?
Ooh.
In God's name?
You can
Why would a developer do that to a
It
person?
was the 90s.
in the pause menu, you
Well,
can
they
find
should do that shit now,
a
too.
list of hints as to where they all are.
But there's no reward for like.
You,
It's not satisfying to do.
well, you get 120% the first game if you do it. You get to 100% the second game and 117% the
Hey,
third game.
Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide.
I have another
And don't be afraid.
audio clip for us.
Afraid of what?
Okay,
Falling from high
I've been
mountain
meaning to
peaks,
ask: is there a
plummeting
concept of
into
queerness
prehistoric
in this
glaciers?
dragon universe?
They dress like it.
Because, well, the thing is, even the particularly straight-seeming dragons seem like they're in the closet and compensating for something.
To me, it reads more as like furry art.
Especially the way they're like barrel-chested and large.
Not that I look at furry art.
I'll admit it, I have.
They're all particularly.
I'll take the bullet on this one, Jameson.
There's some burly, taut
I've certainly
dragons
seen
here.
some. Yeah, they are pretty.
They're not
they-
scaled and
they-
reptilian. They have supple, soft dragon flesh.
Yeah, and they do keep in good shape. But again, this is '98. I don't know if that's exactly the type of things they were trying to tackle and address at
I
the
don't
time.
think the dragons in the original one were this brawny and fuckable, if I gotta be honest.
Yeah, they were certainly a little more polygonal.
Yes. They were
Which we all,
polygonal.
of course, know
They had
means
multiple wives.
I see.
Which was it was an interesting. Wait, get the other pillar. You fucker. There was another chest.
There was another one.
Yeah, because this would have been the PS1 or whatever. So they were more triangle boob, Tomb Raider.
We hadn't
graphics.
quite
Ooh,
figured
Lara
out
Croft.
how to make our dragons sexy.
They had to make them queer by making them early polyamorists.
Thank goodness we civilized.
More elegant polygonal titty from a more civilized age.
So in this level, the chickens give you hit points.
Chickens give you hit points.
Awooga!
Fried
Put
chicken.
that one in the sounder. I said, What's your best impression?
You know, when you think about it, a dragon doesn't know what salmonella is. They always have to eat their meat cooked.
I mean, do they? Because they don't necessarily have to.
I don't have
Chomp
any
down
other
on
way.
something.
As far as I know, I don't have any other way of killing these things unless I can Mario stomp them.
You can ram them. Give a ram ability. Oh god.
Welcome to Town
French
Square,
fuck.
Spyro.
Are they all
Begin
artists?
exploring by gliding to that
Are every
area
last
with the
one of them
balls.
like artisans
Use the
and
right
like?
stick to get a good look.
I think so.
This is more of a golden age. There are a handful of warrior dragons.
I think it's also
This is like when the barbarian stack, bro.
There's also in this level, there's an achievement you can do with the bulls, but I don't remember what it is. I know that is very helpful.
Spyro carrying the militaristic weight of his society. It's a comment on America's tendency to throw young men into violent conflicts while the bourgeoisie enjoy frivolous entertainments on the home front.
Wars are always fought by young Spyros, convinced by old dragons.
That violence is the only answer. Wait, you can ram those chests, I think. I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
That's stupid.
There's other ones later on that have like a padlock on them. You have to get across big gaps, you have to double jump and glide.
I wanted to see if I could wall jump.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you cannot.
I hate the single jump prance.
You mess with the bull, you get the horny.
That's a fun way to establish that your RAM is better than theirs.
I think the achievement is you have to like get all of the bull's heads stuck in the ground and just leave them there or something. So, too late now.
For this, oh. Well, that's stupid.
You gotta grab it while it's in the air, I believe.
I should have known. I should have known as soon as they got their head stuck in the ground that the achievement was that you just leave their head stuck in the ground.
Also, there are these little purple guys around that give you an extra life. And I like them because they very much remind me of like a Felix Colgrave creature. I think that's his name.
I think it's Holden Caulfield.
Yeah, these guys. Just with, like the little eyeballs and the fingies poking out.
Double King.
Yeah, Double King, Elephant Garden. Very, very iconic, recognizable art style if you saw it. Good content. I mentioned, I think before we started recording, my idea of a VTuber. That's a box with the eyeballs poking out. I would want it to look like that, like the Felix Colgrave kind of.
Like disembodied eyes in blackness.
Yeah. And then just the hyper-realistic arms.
I don't think we've run into a single STEM major dragon.
No, you're the only one.
And I'm not gonna say that there's no like value in any of these professions, but like, can we get one nurse here? Like, what happens when these people need engineers?
Later, I think you free the dragon that invented Zyklon B, and it's kind of a lore thing that the artisans picked him up during Project Paperclip just after World War II, and he helped invent the V2 rocket.
It really all does tie back to Cold War politics, doesn't it?
I'm stuck on this bit, and I'm not going to let it go until someone removes me with a scalpel.
We
get flagged for Ukraine war misinformation or something.
we have come up.
Glances me like a wart.
We've come up on 20 minutes so far. So, does it sound good to y'all to end this when we get the portal back home?
Yeah. We'll wrap this level up and then we'll do a video break. Oh, it's right there. Kill that matador, yeah.
Wait, the guy said that there's someone around here with an egg. So I gotta find the egg, right?
Oh, yeah, find the egg. Lore reasons.
Yeah, man, you can't even kill the chickens with
you hear that cackle? That nee.
That was him.
That's the guy.
Did you see him up on that ledge?
I saw him taunting me.
You gotta collect a bunch of eggs throughout the game, and some of those bastards are really obnoxious to deal with.
You collect the eggs in order to progenerate the next generation of child dragon soldiers.
Because these soft beta dragons can only make souffles all day.
Yeah, well, I mean, we see this history repeats itself, where you know you have a warrior society. They kick ass for a while, but then like you know there's nobody around to really challenge them, so they start like painting and doing pottery or whatever. They get soft, like you said, and then they start to collapse, and then they need to start their warrior generation. I think if you stand on that platform, you can glide around this pillar onto the platform to your right.
I think one of the most impressive things about Sparta for me is how long they were able to maintain just consistent being an unstoppable military power. And they didn't do a lot of expansion or anything by any means.
I fucked it hard. I know. I'm sorry.
He fucked him.
We're one episode in, and my mom is never gonna get to watch the show.
Because of the fucking.
Yes.
You did it! Now don't fall into
Good
the
on
cum
you,
water.
lad. Now you just gotta
Also
chase
the
this
wine.
bastard
Oh,
around.
now I gotta chase him.
This is the Mario Kart.
Come back, thief! Those are mine.
You'll probably have to do a few laps to sort of learn the course and get all the gems and such.
Oh my gosh.
It's like those scarabs in Elden Ring that are invisible. And
The eggs can be a bit tedious, to collect.
Tedious.
Tedious.
I remember this. I remember
funny about
this just unlocked a core memory of like my
fucked it.
older brother. Oh no! No!
I think he fell
see-
down, actually. I think he's below you at this moment. Yeah, there he is. Get him!
Oh, hell yeah.
Get him!
Oh, you can ram them, but I think I generally find it easier to roast them.
I gotta roast him. I gotta.
Just because you can get them from farther away when you blast his ass.
I grab his head.
You're a roasting
I grab him
good.
hard.
Hey, you're a smelly. Ugh. Oh, you can ram the chickens.
Yup.
These dragons have a concept of
I
salmonella.
love ramming chickens.
Oh no. We are really
am more
going
of a
for the
quail
bottom of the
guy.
barrel at every opportunity, aren't we?
We've also had some poignant political discourse.
Poignant. We talked about Spartan history for like 2 full seconds.
We waxed
Communism.
poetic about being more like
Okay.
Yeah,
This is the
duty.
pillar I want to be at.
Disney.
We even touched on how this game as a whole is an allegory for Stalin's crimes.
It really is. There's a lot to unpack in Spyro, Legend of the Golden Horns.
I'm gonna hatch you.
And I grab him. I grab him
Almost
hard.
got him. Yeah, he basically just runs in a loop until you get him. You don't have to go all the way.
How did I not get him?
God, I hope I get it. There's also another dragon up there that we can free
Yeah.
before we go.
How many dragons can we free? How many boys? How many? Go?
What is that?
I don't know. I thought you were singing it. You were singing "God, I Hope I Get It."
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
you know, from that one musical.
I just
God, I
found
hope
out
I get it.
Like the songs?
with like the songs. with
Yeah,
the sing songs.
I think
I
it's
like that
called
one.
"God, I Hope I Get It" the musical, and they really need a job. No, it's about the dancers in the chorus. It's called
Dance chorus.
"Line Girls."
Working line to girls.
Like
What a way to make living.
showgirls and such?
It's a lot like
Like,
Showgirls.
Is a sister act?
The bits
It's a
have
lot
to be
like
over.
Sister
I'm
Act.
angry
You know,
because I am.
Whoopi Goldberg and such?
It's a lot like Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act.
I will have no jokes made
That was
about
also-
that movie.
I
Sister
think
Act
Sister
is
Act-
fantastic.
I'm pretty sure Sister Act 2 came out the same year as this game.
Really?
That sounds
It was either that or a few
plausible.
years before.
That sounds like an awkward enough factoid to be true.
Well, it's... I'm
Fucker.
being
You
given
fucking
information.
Idiot. Dragons can't swim, Stratford.
It might have been...
Dragons can't swim.
It might have been 93, not 98.
Stratford's covering his ears because he's overstimulated. Little did he know he had earbuds in. Below his hands.
I'm holding my head. I'm not covering.
If I remember correctly, Sister Act came out in tandem with this film as a promotion. Not this film, this game.
Oh, you messed up the joke. No!
I messed up the joke.
I did it twice. It hurts my soul. Okay. Obviously,
Come on, son.
Fall in the pool twice.
We're at
Shame
27
on you.
minutes. Get it together.
Seriously, the people are depending on this being done within the next 30 seconds.
Look, I didn't say I was great at these games, and I'm a multitasking a bit here.
Yeah, no, it's probably a good thing that I'm not playing because I'm not good at video games.
I'm pretty good at video games. I gotta say.
I can't wait until we're roasting you, and you're the one who's like. I'm gonna break your spirit. Oh my god!
I can't wait till you sit
It's like
silent
getting the
and
running
dejected
start
while I
and then
110%
getting into the glide is
Spyro.
so difficult.
You wanna glide over it? Okay, what you're doing now appears to be diving directly into the water, but he's got the little wings.
He does have little wings. You see those, Stratford?
But when do I spiral? Because I'm told he's
Not yet.
I'm told he can Spyro, but I'm seeing a whole lot of gliding and not a whole lot of spiraling.
Well,
I
one
think-
must learn to glide
I
before
think
they
you,
can spy.
you just made up the spiral part on your own. You might be confusing this with
his
Sonic.
name is Spyro.
We should play
Sonic the
Sonic
Hedgehog?
2, Spyro.
He's Spyro the Spyro.
Come on, Stratford. Yeah!
Attaboy.
All right, now I gotta get the guy who mocks me and
You
my
put
soul.
one foot in front of the other.
Oh yeah, because we've all seen this claymation and can relate to it.
Where are you going?
Know your target audience.
Who hasn't seen whatever that is?
Whatever that, I legitimately couldn't tell you the name. Is that Rudolph? Like,
It's... I think so. Maybe.
I
No.
couldn't tell you the name of that film that has like the heat miser and the cold miser.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
Yeah, we've all seen the song. I couldn't tell you what the plot is about.
I'm Mr. Gay.
Somehow those
I
guys
like
are involved in
It's
Santa
Santa
about
Claus.
Claus.
Christmas.
Yeah, somehow there's Christmas.
Somehow I'm gay. You missed.
Damn it.
You fucked it again, Stratford.
Freeze fire now! Aw. It's okay. It's okay. You didn't fall in water this time. No, other way. Back.
You don't.
No,
Nope.
back.
Nope.
Up the
There you
steps.
go.
I could do it.
It's
You could.
Can't tell me what to
It's
do.
a little unnecessary though.
Santa Claus
Wait,
is coming
isn't
to
this the
town.
exact place where you were like?
Is the film our associate press editor,
Oh, I
Kayla,
see.
is informing us
Don't fuck it. Don't fuck
that
it.
one
Don't
foot in
fuck
front of the
it.
other is
Don't
from
fuck
Santa
it.
Claus is coming
You
to
didn't
town.
fuck
It's
it.
about a young Santa Claus, if I remember correctly, coming of age,
So stressful.
much like Fred Claus, the prologue to Fred Claus.
Fred Claus, we of course know as the Academy Award nominated film with Vince Vaughn.
It was
Paul Giamatti.
2006's
Stratford, if you
favorite.
fuck this again, I'm going to kiss your dad on the mouth.
Oh, a postman, voiced by Fred
Attaboy.
Astaire, explains why Santa
That was
has
the
whiskers,
encouragement he needed.
lives at the North Pole,
Too
and brings
bad for
presents
Randy.
once a year. Animated.
Randy, is that your dad's name?
1970, December 14th, 1970.
Might have to
That's the release
that.
date. Our fact checker
To protect his identity.
and the boys in the booth letting us know.
And by the boys in the booth, we mean the single female on the couch, 2 feet adjacent to me.
To comply with recent Supreme Court decisions, she has been silenced.
Egg, but there's still a Dragon. There's still one more Dragoon around
She's only
here.
here really to
And
meet
I
the
can't
diversity
find it.
requirements.
Yet we are allowed, because of recent landmark decisions, to deny her a voice, which works out really well for men everywhere. So this is the part where you glide, Stratford. You don't want to glide.
Did you notice how I ignored that entire last bit because, all women should be ignored?
Stratford refuses to vocally be
I'm
sexist.
I'm taking that and I'm uploading that as a short
Oh, man.
without any of the other context.
Please. Actually, we should be careful about how many jokes we throw into that in the beginning because we don't want to get looped into Next thing you know, we're in the same algorithm of like Ben Shapiro owns
Yeah, no, it's
college student.
Jordan Peterson.
just keep it in mind that
The alpha
I
male.
will make it my mission to make all of us look really bad.
Oh
I'm
no.
fine with that. My image is
It's not gonna be hard. We
not
like-
sacred to me. Stratford, we gotta free that dragon.
I know. I'm trying to look at.
You might. I don't remember how to get up here. You might be able to jump from the fountain,
I think you have to go
but the fountain
along
behind you.
the track is the egg
The-
stealer.
Yeah.
The behind you fountain. Or not. That's
Behind
Did
you
we get the egg
fountain.
stealer?
Fuck myself. Yeah, we got it.
Yes.
I threatened.
I was too busy being sexist. to notice.
yeah, well, you might have missed it. I'm sure the audience at home heard me, but I'll repeat it one more time, just for TJ's sake.
Please.
I threatened on his last attempt that if he fucked it again, I was gonna kiss his dad on the mouth, and he immediately got it after that. So,
It did work.
Can I say your father's full name on?
No.
we
What about his
already
first
Give
name?
me that permission.
we already did the
That's up
first
to
name.
that's up to him and the Lord.
Yeah, I think we'll keep everybody on a first name basis for now at least.
Okay, and only first half of home address.
Yeah, that way nobody will be able to Google my first name and know who I am.
They're gonna get a lot of Stratford upon Avon.
I'm still in the air about sharing my social security number.
I
I
think
after
we
get
should
a
just leave it
fan
at the
base-
last 4 digits. I think that's all the audience needs. Is just the last 4.
Those are generally the most useful anyway. Hey.
I'm comfortable with sharing
Well,
images
because
of
everybody
my.
can remember the first 5. You know, it's always the
Privates.
last 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the first 5 don't actually change all that much because I'm pretty sure it's just like location
Made it.
information.
Oh.
Now ram those in a row like dominoes.
And then the
It'll be so
last
satisfying.
4
Okay.
are you specifically, allegedly.
Come on, man. I asked so little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh man, I got so scared because I knew I was gonna get so much crap.
Yeah, could have
perpetual
made some
motion?
diamonds there. I think you either have to like
Thor.
fire blast the spinny thing a few times, or it's a thing you unlock later. I don't remember
You can
exactly.
always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
Are
This
you a
bitch
water
pear-shaped.
carrier?
And also something that
This
drove
guy's
me
profession
nuts,
is Aquarius.
dude. Something that drove me nuts about this game is when you free some of the dragons, they give you, some tip about the mechanics of the game. But in many cases, you could not have gotten to the point of freeing that dragon without using that mechanic.
The killer was in the house.
Stupid.
Don't think I used that term correctly, but I'm sticking with it.
The
All
killer
right,
was.
well,
All right.
that's 36 minutes in. We're gonna end that episode here.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure to.
Well, just remember, kids. You gotta hand it to blind prostitutes.
Wait, what?